Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to show you how to needle tat this bracelet. I had some time off, so me and my kids been home, and it gave me a little bit of time to come up with this bracelet. This is not really a beginner's project, but you can watch and you never know, you might be able to do it if you're a beginner. I'm gonna be using two types of beads for this. You don't really have to use any beads if you don't want to, if you don't feel comfortable with working with beads, but I'm using two kinds of beads, which are small beads, these kind of beads. It is this side right here. I don't know if you can see it good. There it goes. Okay. And then I'm using these a little bigger ones for in between. And also you're gonna need and I did not grab it. Oh, here it is. Some clasps, any kind you want. I'm using this kind just because I have it around the house. And you're gonna need to put your beads on your thread first. So I did that with mine. As you can see right here, I put all my beads first. So first, you're gonna put in the beads that you're gonna use on the outside chain, which are gonna be 48 beads. So you're gonna use 48 of these beads. So you're gonna put them in. Then you're gonna, after those 48 beads, you're gonna put in your clasp. Okay, I haven't separated mine, but you can see I'm putting it in. I put it in right after my 48 beads. Then you're gonna alternate between small beads and big beads. So you're gonna put in 8 small beads, one big one, then 10 beads, one big one, another 8 small beads and one big one, and then 10, and then a big one, and then 8, and then a big one, and then 10, and then a big one, and then 9. Okay, and you also gonna need 6 extra beads because we're gonna be doing a split ring, which for that you have to add your bead each time you need it. So you're gonna need 6 beads for that on the side. Okay, well, if you are ready and you have all your stuff, let's get started. Okay, so for these, you're gonna need quite a bit of tail. I want to say about, let's see, 12, 24, 36, about 48 to 50 inches of tail. But you can always add more. Okay, so I'm gonna thread my needle. And the first thing we're gonna do is a ring. Actually, I'm sorry, no, we're not doing the ring. I'm actually gonna put in my, you need to put in your clasp, the other part of your clasp at the end. Okay, sorry about that, I forgot to mention that. So there, I have my clasp on my beads, on my thread, I mean. Okay, so now I'm gonna thread my needle. And my nails are dirty because I was making tamales over the weekend. So the sauce really got my nails red. So that's why my nails and my fingers are a little red. Okay. So we're going to start with a ring of 2 double stitches. And I'm going to move my camera back a little bit. Okay. Let me move it back a little more. Sorry, I'm in a different place than where I usually do my videos because my kids are home, and so I'm in my room, so it's a little different. Okay, so 2 double stitches. And we're going to do a picot. And 2 double stitches. Sorry, I'm reading my notes. And we actually gonna need a bead and 3 double stitches. Hold on, let me move my beads down. 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna add our clasp. And my clasp is big enough for me to move it up and down the beads, at least the small beads, so I was able to do that. And I'm actually not gonna make it really tight, like really tight, because once we do our next row with the chains, you want it a little bit loose up here, because this one, my first try was a, or you can do it tight, whatever you want, but I'm gonna leave mine a little loose, just so I have where a place to join my chain too when I come around. So 3 double stitches. Another bead. 3 double stitches. And then a picot. And 2 double stitches. Okay. So this is what we have so far. Okay. So we have our clasp in the middle with our picots with our beads. Okay. Now we're gonna close our ring. Making sure that it doesn't get tangled as we close our ring. Okay. We untangle this. Go under. Now we're pulling our thread. Just like that. And we're gonna reverse our work. So there's our teardrop, the top. Go under, pull your needle through. Okay. We have our first ring. Now we're gonna make another ring. Okay, we're gonna start with 2 double stitches. Let me get closer to my fingers. Is it too close? Sorry, trying to adjust my camera. Ah, sorry. Okay, I guess we'll keep it how it is. 2 double stitches, and we're gonna join to the picot next to our needle. Let me see if you can see that. Okay, right there. So we're gonna join to the picot. Good. Okay, now we're gonna do 3 double stitches. 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna add a bead, followed by 2 double stitches. Hold on, I have a little fussy thing on my thread. Get out of there, fussy thing. Okay, got it. 2 double stitches, bead, 2 double stitches, another bead, 3 double stitches, a picot without a bead, and 2 more double stitches. And I did 3. Sorry, only 2 to finishing up this ring. Okay, so this is what you have so far. We joined to our picot right there. Then we did 3 double stitches, bead, 2 double stitches, bead, 2 double stitches, a bead, 3 double stitches, picot, and 2 double stitches. Now we're gonna close this ring. I already went underneath my loop with my needle, and that's what we have so far. Now we're gonna reverse our work, and there's a loop, our teardrop. We're gonna go behind and end the teardrop. Okay, now we're gonna make another ring exactly like the one we just did. So 2 double stitches, and join to the picot with no bead, 3 double stitches, today I don't know what's going on, but I'm not feeling it. I guess because I'm not in my usual place. So I apologize for all the movements of the camera. So, okay, so 3 double stitches, bead, 2 double stitches, another bead, 2 double stitches, a bead, 3 double stitches, picot, and 2 double stitches. Okay, so that's what you should have so far. And we are gonna close this ring. Okay, and go under. Okay, now we're gonna reverse our work. Sorry, reverse your work. And there's your teardrop in between those rings. And you're gonna go behind and go to the teardrop. Just like that. Okay. So now we're gonna make a split ring. Okay, so we're gonna do 2 double stitches, 1, 2, and we're gonna join to the picot of the previous ring. Okay, so we're gonna join. You always join to the left for you. Okay, so there we join, and now we're gonna do 2 double stitches, 1, 2, and we're gonna add a bead just like that. And we're gonna do 3 double stitches to finish up this side of our split ring. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now let's turn our work so we can work with the other side of our needle. And this is where you're gonna need your extra bead. So let's do 2 double stitches. Okay, so let me show you real quick. Okay, so 2 double stitches, 1, 2, and we're gonna join. Okay, just take your time. It's a little different to join with the eye of the needle, but just there we go. Okay, so we join, and now we're gonna do 2 double stitches, 1, 2, and this is where we're gonna need our other bead, like I said. So I'm just gonna drop them here. Okay, and I'm gonna add only 1 bead, Okay. My work got all twisted up. Where's my bead? Right there. Okay. So I added one more bead. Now I need 3 double stitches. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that's what we have so far. Now we're gonna flip our work, get the tip of our tail, and thread our needle so we can close our split ring. Okay. So let's go ahead and close our split ring. And there's our split ring. Now we have like a little cross. Okay, so we're gonna reverse our work and make a little knot on top of our split ring, just like that. And now we're gonna add our bigger bead. Okay, so now we add our big bead, but if we continue working like this, you're gonna be able to see the thread on the side of the bead, and I don't want that. I just don't like the way that looks. So I'm gonna go with my needle inside that big bead, just like that. Okay, so I'm pulling my needle through that bead, and now I'm pushing it down, and now I have both my threads, my ball thread and my needle thread going inside that big bead. See? Which I like the way it looks. So just like in the first one I made, see? There's our bead. Okay. Now you can either make a knot if you want. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna keep going. So I'm just gonna place my needle on top of the bead, but at the same time holding my tail thread, the one that is coming from my tail, holding it in the back of the needle too, just like that. See? So I'm putting it on top of the bead and holding the back so it doesn't move, so I can start working my double stitches with this hand. Now we're gonna do 6 double stitches, and once you do the first double stitch, you don't really have to hold it anymore. So I want to get it as close as I can to my bead. There you go. 1. See, I can let go now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I need 1 bead. And my thread got tangled with my clasp. Come on. Okay. 1 bead. 2 double stitches. one more bead, and we need 5 beads, okay, separated by 2 double stitches. So 1, 2, 1 bead, 1, 2, 1 bead, 1, 2, we have 2, we need 1 more, and I think I did not put enough beads in my thing. We'll see what happens. Okay. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now to finish it, we need 6 double stitches, okay? Okay, so we have 6 double stitches, bead, 2 double stitches, bead, 2 double stitches, bead, 2 double stitches, bead, 2 double stitches, bead. Now we're gonna do 6 double stitches to finishing up our ring. So we did 1, we need 5 more, 1, 2, moving my beads down, sorry. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we started with 6 double stitches and we're finishing up with 6 double stitches. Let's close that ring. Okay, and we're gonna reverse our work, and there's our teardrop. I'm going into the teardrop and pulling it. Good. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing in the other side. So we need another ring just like it. But I just saw my beads and I only put 4 instead of 5. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of putting a bead in the middle of my 5 beads, I'm just gonna do a picot. Okay, but if you put the right amount of beads, you put a bead there. Okay, so we're gonna go on top of that bead again. This time, instead of holding our tail, we're holding the ring right behind the needle, just like that. Okay, we're gonna do 6 double stitches. So you pull it as close as you can when you do your first double stitch. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we need a bead. 2 double stitches. Another bead. 2 double stitches. Okay, so I only have 2 more beads before my big bead. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do a picot here, but you're supposed to put a bead there, okay? So instead of the bead, I'm gonna do a picot. So 2 double stitches, bead, 2 double stitches, bead, 6 double stitches. Okay, so this is what we have. Now we want to put our needle in front of the ring, our previous ring, just like that. This helps you with your work not twisting and not knowing which way to go. So I like to put it on my needle on top and then just pull it through, and you go and twist this real quick, just like that. And I'm gonna go under. Okay, and just close it and reverse it, just like that. Good. And this is what we have so far. Okay, now we need another. We have a big bead, so I'm just gonna roll that one, push that one through up like that. And some of these beads my needle won't go in, so what I just do is I just unthread my needle just like that, and I just put it through that big bead. You know, you don't have to, there's some that are not big enough, so I just go like this. I don't know if you can see. Just gonna push my thread in there, and you can see it kind of coming on the back, and I just pull it through without the needle, just like that. Okay, and don't worry about not being right in the middle, because it's fine. You know, you're not gonna be able to just really know that it's not like right in the middle. It's gonna move a little bit, but it's okay. Okay, so we have this so far. It's looking really pretty. Now we're gonna continue with the split ring. So I'm gonna thread my needle. Actually, you know what? I don't need to thread my needle because I'm doing a split ring. I'm sorry. So, like we did before, we have our big bead right there. We're just gonna put our needle and hold the thread behind the needle as close as you can. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold it there just like that, and gonna do let me see where my notes are. 3 double stitches. 1, 2, 3, and we need a bead, another 3 double stitches. 1, 2, 3, picot, 2 double stitches. 1, 2. Good. Now let's do the other side of our needle. So I'm gonna turn my work and work with my tail. So we need 3 double stitches first. Pull it as close. 1, 2, 3. Now I need my extra beads, and I'm gonna add one of my extra beads, because this is a split ring. Okay, got my bead in, moving it up to my needle, and now we're gonna do 3 double stitches. 1, 2, 3, 1 picot, 2 double stitches. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. So pretty. Okay. Now I'm gonna turn my work so I can thread my needle and I can close my ring. This is gonna take some time, so just go slow, okay? Okay, now let's close our ring. Okay. Just like that. Reverse. There's our teardrop. Okay. Okay, and right now it moves a lot, but once we put on our chains, the outside chains, it makes it a little more steady, you know. I was gonna just leave it like that, but it moves too much to have it on your wrist. So, okay, so now we're gonna do another ring. Now we're gonna do another little cross like this, okay? So let's do 2 double stitches. 1, 2. We're gonna join. 3 double stitches. Picot, bead, sorry, you need a bead. 2 double stitches, bead, 2 double stitches, bead, and 3 double stitches, picot, 2 double stitches. Okay, now let's close the ring. Reverse our work. Okay, let me push my beads down. Okay, now we're gonna do a a ring the same way that we did this one with 2 double stitches. 1, 2, and then we join. Okay. If you're not sure how to join, I have a video on how to do, how to join. I will put it in the description box for you. And also how to make a split ring. I will put a video link on the description box. Okay, so now we just join. Now we're gonna do 3 double stitches. 1, 2, 3. And we need a bead. Okay, 2 double stitches. Another bead. 2 double stitches. Another bead. 2 double stitches. Actually, 3 double stitches. 1, 2, 3. Picot and 2. 1, 2. We're gonna close the ring. Okay, just like that. Reverse your work. Gonna see the teardrop right back there. It's kind of hard to see because it's hiding back there, but you go in between, just like that. Okay, we're in the third little petal or section of our cross, of our little 4-leaf flower. So that means that we gotta do a split ring. So let's do a split ring of 2 double stitches. 1, 2, and join, just like that. And 2 double stitches. 1, 2. We add in a bead and 3 double stitches. Okay, now let's do the other side of our split ring. So let's turn, and we're doing 2 double stitches. 1, 2. Now we're gonna join. It's a little tricky to join with the eye of the needle, especially because you don't want those stitches to come off, and it's not as flexible as the end of the needle, so just take your time. Okay, so we join. Now 2 double stitches. 1, 2, and we need 1 bead. So let's add the bead if I can. My thread is opening up. Got it in. Just checking that I did. Okay, good. And the bead and 3 double stitches. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I'm gonna thread my needle. So we were working like this. I'm flipping my work over so I can thread my needle. Okay, let's close the split ring. Just like that. Reverse. Make a little knot on the top. And now we're adding the big bead. And I added an extra bead. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna break the bead because I don't need it. Okay, so that way I don't have to like cut my hole and I cut it too hard and it's starting to, but be careful. You can use some pliers and just cut it, but I add one more bead. So don't panic. Don't say, oh, I gotta cut my thread, or, just break that bead off. It's just one bead. So now we're having our big bead. And I'm gonna put my thread through there once more. Hopefully it will go in smooth. There we go. And I forgot to take my needle out. Of course. Okay, so let me try that again. And if for some reason you can't get it through there like this, what I usually do is I grab another a regular small needle. Let me grab it real quick. And what I do is I go like this, and if it doesn't want to go in, which is being very stubborn, I grab regular needle and I start pushing it in, just like that. And sometimes it works. Now, I did my other bracelet and I have no trouble putting the thread in. And of course, when I'm showing you guys, it doesn't want to work. So I just start pushing it in. I see a little bit coming out, and I just pull it through. There's a little bit left. There we go. Okay. Okay. So what did I do? We have, of course, I did it the wrong way. Okay, I'm gonna fix this real quick. Okay, so I got it the right way. That bee did not like me. Okay, so this is what we have so far. So you have a set of, so this is how the pattern works. You have, we're gonna call it a cross. And then you have these two rings next to each other. And then you have another cross. Okay? So then we're gonna do these two rings one more time. So we're gonna need 6 crosses. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, 4 crosses. And 4, 2, 4, 1. I don't know how to say it, but 4 of these two rings together. Okay? So that's how we're gonna make our bracelet. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with me today, but I'm out of it. So I apologize. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a split ring. No, not a split ring. We're gonna do that 2 rings. So I'm gonna thread my needle. And once again, we're gonna start with 6 double stitches. 1, 2, and we're gonna need the beads now. And don't tell me I didn't put 10. Let me see. 2, 4, 6. Oh, I did put 10. Okay. I did put 10. But now my thread is splitting from where I cut my bead. So I'm gonna have to cut my thread. So I'm gonna make a knot at the top up here on my bead, just like that. I'm gonna make another one, just like that, and I'm gonna find where my thread is splitting. So I have it right here. Can you see it? I can't even push my beads through there because it's so tangled. So you know what? I'm just gonna cut it right there, just like that. And of course, I'm gonna need to get my beads out of there, my 10 beads. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take those beads out. Just like that. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna add them up and then I'll show you how I'm gonna fix my mistake. Okay, so I put my beads back where they go. And now I'm left with this like this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut this a little smaller and get rid of the thread that got messed up. So just throw that away. And I'm gonna waste all this thread, I know, and take the needle off. and I'm gonna make it shorter too. So get rid of my tail, and now I'm left with this. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna add thread. So I'm gonna thread my needle once again, and I'm gonna leave about, I don't know, just gonna leave my tail, long tail, to continue my, and this is the way I add thread. Whenever you run out or whatever, this is how I add thread. And I have another video too that shows you how to add more thread. I'm not gonna do nothing with my ends right now, with the ends that I left behind. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go inside that knot that I did. Or not even inside that knot, right underneath that knot. There should be like a little loop right there. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if you can see. Okay, I got it. I'm gonna go right underneath there. Right in between my bead and that knot. And I'm just gonna push my needle, not all the way, just right there. Okay, and I'm gonna hold my thread right behind it, right behind my needle. Don't worry about your ends, just forget that they're there. And we're gonna start a ring of 6 double stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I need a bead and 2 double stitches. Oops. Another bead, 2 double stitches. Bead, 2 double stitches. 4 bead, 2 double stitches. 5th bead, 6 double stitches. Okay, so I'm making my, okay, there you go. So this is what we have so far. Now we're gonna close our ring, just normal. Don't worry about those tails. We'll weave them in later, but right now we're just gonna worry about our ring. Okay, unless those tails get on the way, don't worry about it. So keep pulling. Make sure they don't get too tangled. Okay, and I'm gonna push my other tail. Okay. Okay, so go under, closing the ring. Okay, just like that. Okay, now we're gonna reverse our work. Just like that. And like I said, we'll weave in our tails later. Okay. Okay, let's do another ring. 6 double stitches. Let's add a bead. 2 double stitches. 1 bead. 2 double stitches. 2 double stitches. If you hear my kids talking or yelling, they're on vacation, so 2 double stitches. Okay, now we're gonna add our 5th bead, but now we're gonna do 6 double stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now let's close that ring. Making sure it's not tangled. Okay, reverse our work. Okay, now we're gonna add a big bead. Hopefully this bead doesn't give me as much trouble as the other one. Let me just check and see if my needle can go through. Yeah, it did. Nice bead. There. Good. So we push our needle through our bead. Good. Now we're going to do another cross, starting with the split ring of 3 double stitches. 1, 1 bead, 2 double stitches, actually 3 double stitches, sorry. Picot and 2 double stitches. Okay, so it's a split ring, so now let's work on the side with our needle and work with our tail. Like I said, I will add this link to one of my videos on how to do a split ring. Okay, so 3 double stitches. Okay, 1. Sometimes it flips, so we gotta be careful with that. Now we need one of that extra beads to add. Okay, let me get some more beads. Okay. Okay. 3 double stitches. Picot. And 2 double stitches. Okay, I'm gonna turn it so I can thread my needle. And close my split ring. Okay. Good. Reverse. Okay. So we started our third cross. We have one more to go. So let's do another ring of 2 double stitches. Sorry, 2 double stitches. And we're gonna join, no bead, we're joining to our previous picot. Okay. 3 double stitches. One bead, 2 double stitches, another bead, 2 double stitches, one more bead, and 3 double stitches, picot, 2 double stitches. Okay, let's close our ring. Very nice. Now let's reverse our work. That's our teardrop. Always looking for the teardrop when you reverse your work. Now let's start another ring. 2 double stitches. Let's join. 3 double stitches. One bead. 2 double stitches. Bead. 2 double stitches. One more bead. And 3 double stitches. Picot. 2 double stitches. And that came out too small. I'm just gonna pull it a little bit. Good. So I have my needle in front of my previous ring. So I can just close my ring now. just like that. Reverse your work. Teardrop. And tie your knot. Okay. Split ring. 2 double stitches. Join. 2 double stitches. Picot. Not picot, bead. I'm sorry, bead. 3 double stitches. Okay, now we're gonna work with the eye of the needle. So let's turn our whole work and working with our tail. We're gonna do 3 double stitches. 1, 2, and we're gonna join. Don't lose those stitches. Good. There we go. 2 double stitches. And let's add an extra picot. An extra bead. Three double stitches. Okay. I'm gonna turn my work around so I can thread my needle. And I can close my split ring. Okay. Closing our split ring. Reverse. And we need add a big bead now. Okay. Once again, I added too many beads, so I'm just gonna cut this one out. And I'm gonna move my big bead down, and let's hope my needle can go through there. Nope. So I'm gonna unthread my needle and try to go in there without it. Where's my small needle? I misplaced it. So I'm just gonna push it with my regular needle then. I love the way they look with beads, your tatting work, but sometimes it's just harder to do. But it's worth it, I think. There we go. You're almost out. Come on. I'm gonna have to stop my video if this thing doesn't go in right now. Yep, I gotta stop it. Okay, so I did get it in. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna need to do now the 2 rings across. Okay, so I'm gonna thread my needle just like that, and again I'm gonna go on top of that bead and holding my thread behind my needle, and I'm gonna do 6 double stitches. Okay, now we need beads. Let me see if I have 10. Nope, again I don't have 10, but it's okay. 2 double stitches, 1 bead, 2 double stitches, third bead, 2 double stitches, 1 more bead, 2 double stitches, and 1 more bead, and 6 double stitches. Okay, let's close our ring. Oh, it's getting knotted there. You want to try to go slow when you're closing a ring, because sometimes it gets kind of knotted when it starts going in and getting smaller. So just go slow and be careful with your thread. Okay, so I'm gonna reverse our work and go under, and now we're gonna do another ring. So we're putting our needle in front of our ring and gonna do 6 double stitches, one bead, and since I only have 4 beads, I'm gonna do the same thing I did earlier. Okay, so 2 double stitches, and instead of a bead I'm gonna do a picot, but you do a bead and 2 double stitches and 1 more bead, last bead, and 6 double stitches. Okay, now we're gonna put our needle in front of our previous ring, just like that, and push, thread out, closing that ring, just like that. Okay, now we're gonna reverse our work. Wait a minute, sorry. Yes, reverse our work. There's our teardrop. Go under. There you go. So this is what we have so far. Okay, don't worry if it's twisting. Once we do the chains around, it's gonna look better. Okay, so now we're gonna add our last big bead. Okay, so I'm gonna go end the bead with my needle. Hopefully it works like this and I don't have to stop the camera. Let's see. Oh, good. It did go in. Good. Okay. So now we're gonna do a split ring. Okay. So we're gonna do a split ring of 3 double stitches. One, two, three. Sorry, I moved my camera and my there. Um okay, so 3 double stitches. Then we need a bead. And 3 double stitches. Picot, 2 double stitches. Okay, so let's work with the eye of our needle and with our tail. Now I'm on my bed, so I keep moving and I keep spilling these beads everywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna start with 3 double stitches. And let's add our bead. And of course it's gonna give me problems, my last one. Okay. Three double stitches. Picot, 2 double stitches. Let's thread our needle. And there's a split ring. Reverse our work. Good. Now we're on the last little cross. We have 1, 2, 3, and then our last little cross. I'm gonna do another ring, 2 double stitches, let's join to our picot, three double stitches, picot, bead, sorry, bead, 2 double stitches, bead, 2 double stitches, bead, and 3 double stitches, picot, 2 double stitches. Okay, let's close the ring, and we're gonna make one more with the same number of picots and beads and double stitches in the other side. Just reverse our work, and we're almost done with our rings. 2 double stitches. Now join to our previous picot, good, 3 double stitches, bead, 2 double stitches, another bead, 2 double stitches, one more bead, 3 double stitches, picot, 2 double stitches. Okay, putting my needle in front of my previous ring, and I'm gonna close it now. Oops, that was close. I lost my thread, but just in time it went through the whole, all my stitches. Okay, where's your work? Now we're doing a split ring, our last split ring. Okay, which is, let's see, 2 double stitches, let's join, two double stitches, one bead, 3 double stitches. Now this time you can add the clasp, okay, but it's gonna come off, so just you can wait until we're closing the ring. Now we're gonna work with the eye of the needle, 2 double stitches, join, 2 double stitches, right? Yep, 2 double stitches. 1, 2, one more bead, our last bead that we have to add that is not already in our thread. Three double stitches. Okay. Let's close this ring. And don't forget to add your clasp this time. You can either add it over here, which I'm going to actually, if I can get it out of here. It doesn't matter. Just add it. Okay. Just like that. Make a little knot on the top. And I want my knot not to be so tight because I still want to leave that. Okay, so we made a knot on top of our, next to our clasp. And I apologize that my video got cut off, but there wasn't enough space in my memory card, so I had to go download my videos and delete them from my camera. But when it got cut off, I said to leave a loop. Actually, don't leave a loop because this is where we're gonna end our work, so we don't really need a loop because we'll just go on top of our ring when we finish. So I'm just gonna make another little knot just to secure it. And this part is very easy, it goes very fast, so I'm just gonna do 3 chains for you, and then after that I'll let you continue until you get to the next clasp. Okay, so we're gonna start with the chain of 5 double stitches. So just place your needle right there in front of the knot that we just did. And I apologize if it's a little darker in here than the beginning of the video. It's actually the next day today, so it's a little cloudy outside, but let's start with 5 double stitches. Okay, and we're gonna add a bead. So we're just gonna add 3 beads per chain. So 2 double stitches, another bead, 2 double stitches, another bead, and now we're gonna do 6 double stitches. I'm sorry, 5. So we have 5. We started with 5 and we're gonna end up with 5, okay? So now I have my needle in front of my work, and I'm gonna finish my chain by pulling my thread through, and okay, so I'm gonna reverse my work, and I'm not gonna move my whole work. I'm just gonna flip my chain around just like this. Just turn it. See how what I did? It was facing, the stitches was facing to my left, so I'm just grabbing the chain and turning it so my stitches are facing on my right, and then we get that loop on the top. So now I'm just gonna go into the loop and just like that, and now I'm gonna go into, I'm gonna join to this middle bead in our ring. Okay, so we're gonna join to this one right here. Okay, so let's join, and that's what you're gonna join in all your rings, to the middle of the middle bead. Okay, so let's join, and what I do is, I don't know, you can see it, I'm gonna push my bead, and let me see if I can do that again. So there's my bead, I'm gonna join, and I'm pulling my, sorry, I want to show you this. Okay, so I have my thread on the needle now. Now I want to push my bead in between that thread, like that. Okay, you don't have to do it. I just like to do that because I like the way that bead looks. So I push it and I go behind the bead. Okay, and you can worry about that when you start closing on your chain. Make sure it stays on the front of your work, the bead. So let's continue, and I'll show you when I'm closing it. 5 double stitches, just hold it right there and do 5 double stitches. I'm gonna move forward now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all our chains are gonna have the same amount of stitches and the same amount of beads. So 1 bead, 2 double stitches, 1 bead, 2 double stitches, 1 more bead, and 5 double stitches. Okay, now remember what I said about the bead? Let's start closing our chain. So I put my needle in front of my work, just like that, and I'm gonna start pushing now. Okay, watch for that loop before you close it. This is how I like, to do my beads. So now I'm gonna push that bead, just push it to the front. Now sometimes this doesn't, stay like that, and it's fine, but I try to keep it in the front of my work. Or if you like, you can skip that. You can skip that bead and just do a picot if you don't want to deal with the bead there, but I just like it. So I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of like in the front. Okay, so we're gonna reverse our work. So just turn it, and let's secure it. Okay, and now we're gonna make sure your stitches are looking the right way. These rings tend to twist, so just make sure they're not twisted. Sometimes they tend to do that, but it's okay. Okay, so this one goes like this, there. Okay, so now we're gonna join to this bead right here, but remember I ran out of beads, so I just did a picot. See, so if you don't wanna have a bead there, all you have to do is just do a picot like me. Okay, so we're gonna join right there, and like I said, all your chains are gonna be the same. So let's join there. Okay, and you're gonna do another chain. Let's do that one. 5 double stitches. Bead, 2 double stitches, another bead, 2 double stitches. Oops, sorry. 1, 2, one more bead, one more bead, 5 double stitches. Okay, so now we're gonna finish our chain, and I like to put my make sure it's not twisted. I like to put my work in front of my previous ring. Just like that. Now I'm gonna reverse my chain. There's my loop, and I'm gonna join to my cross, right? Just like we did in the first chain. So we're gonna continue joining, making a chain. So we join here, we're gonna join, then we join here, now we're gonna join here, and then we're gonna make another chain, and we're gonna join here. Okay, so continue all the way to your clasp, and I'll meet you there. Okay, so I'm almost done with this row, and this is what I did so far. Okay, so now we're gonna join to our next little cross. Okay, so we're gonna join to the middle bead. Okay, and I'm gonna push my bead forward. I do it after because it's kind of hard to grab my thread with the camera in front of me. So 5 double stitches, one bead, 2 double stitches, bead, 2 double stitches, one more bead, and 5 double stitches. Okay. And I want my bead in the front, just like that. And I'm gonna reverse my work. Okay, so now we're at the end of that side of our bracelet. Now we're gonna join to this little loop that it's right where our clasp is. You see that loop right there? So we're just gonna join there. Okay, so just hold your clasp in the back. Let's just try, you know, pretend it's not there, and you just have that picot there, and then join. Okay, and now do another chain, 5 double stitches, bead, not picot, bead, 2 double stitches, another bead, 2 double stitches, and one more bead, and 5 double stitches. Okay, okay, so now I'm gonna reverse it. There's our teardrop. Okay, so we have this so far. Now let's join to our other side of our cross in the middle. Okay, so we're gonna do another chain, 5 double stitches, bead, 2 double stitches, another bead, 2 double stitches, another bead, and 5 double stitches. Okay, now we're gonna reverse it. Just turn the chain around, go in the little teardrop, okay. Now we're gonna join to our 2 rings over here. Oops, try that again. Okay, now 5 double stitches, bead, 2 double stitches, bead, 2 double stitches, and 1 more bead, and 5 double stitches. 1, 2, 3, 2 more. Okay. Okay, now reverse your chain. Now we're gonna join to our next cross, and I'm gonna let you do that, and I'll meet you when you're almost done with that side of your bracelet. Okay, so we're almost done with our bracelet, and this is what we have so far. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to adjust my background. It's falling down, but Okay, so this is what we have. And now we're gonna do a join here and one more chain. So let's join to our last cross. Okay, not joining the right way. Sorry. Okay. Okay, 5 double stitches. Bead, 2 double stitches, 1 more bead, and 2 double stitches, last bead, 5 double stitches. Okay. And we're reversing our work. And we're just gonna go right on top of our ring, right next to our clasp. Okay, and I'm gonna go from the front to the back. Okay, I'm gonna make 2 small knots just to secure my work. Good. Now I'm gonna cut it from my bow thread, and I'm gonna weave in my ends. I'm gonna weave in my tail first. Going in between the stitches. See? See? Can see them. Now I'm gonna cut it as close as I can, but don't cut your stitches. And then I have one more tail. For that one, I'm gonna go in my ring. I like to go in the closest. Okay. Gotta thread my needle. I went in with my needle first because I cut my thread too small. So if I do that, I make my needle a little smaller, and that needle is closer to my thread and it's easier to weave it in. But it doesn't want to go in. Come on. hold on. Okay, let me cut the tip and try this again. Okay, I did it. So I'm just gonna pull it like that and cut that. Okay, and then I'm gonna have to weave those two where I added more. So go start your bracelet. Very cute. For my next video, I have one of my subscribers, Kathy Manatee. She actually watched the video on these earrings, and she asked me if I can do a matching necklace. So I did work on one. So if you haven't done these earrings and you would like to do it and then watch the video for the necklace, go and start another project. I'll put the link on the description box for these earrings, and we'll be doing this for our next video. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Bye.